In. All right. Ready? Okay. The Economic Development Committee meeting for the city of Yamhill for Tuesday, May 5th is now in order. We have a roll call, please.
Robert here.
Joseph's here.
Morrison here.
Walter here.
We're here. All right. So public comment. Do we have anybody? Like, put my email account.
Yeah.
I have nobody online.
Okay, okay. So no public comment. We will move on into our unfinished business. So last month, we talked about several items, and then we first on the list that we didn't get to was we had talked about having the urban tree experts here to advise on the tree species, canopy size, height, etc. So they are not here today. She didn't get that. Wasn't able to line that up, but we do have a slide deck that he put together for types of trees, so we can look at that. And then I guess would we start with that?
Yeah, we can start with that.
Okay. What?
Okay. I'm not gonna do the play-by-play here, but
No,
Okay.
you got it, yeah.
Chinese, well, I guess I could. Chinese pistachio. This one's the very vibrant orange in the fall. Traits, stunning crimson orange and yellow fall color. Rounded canopy provides excellent shade, drought tolerant, thrives in clay, loam, and sand. Low root damage potential, safe near sidewalks, and medium growth rate, approximately 24 inches per year. I think that one's pretty. It says the ugly duckling that matures into a show. So that's kind of a.
It goes up quite a bit, 40 feet.
Next would be the Oregon myrtle,
Ooh, that's 80 feet.
Pacific Northwest aromatic evergreen native. This one has the traits of the broadleaf evergreen with glossy aromatic foliage, dense rounded crown, when grown in open sun. Drought tolerant once established, attracts wildlife and pollinators year round, and long-lived specimen can exceed 100 years. Crimson sunset maple, deep purple foliage, holds color all summer. Upright oval form, compact for narrow straights, outstanding heat source tolerance for a purple leaf maple. Maroon to reddish bronze fall transition, and disease and deer resistant. I don't know if we have to worry about the deers walking down the highway, but summer proof purple foliage. The Douglas hawthorn, a native wildlife magnet with forest season appeal. Fragrant white flower clusters in the spring, edible black fruits attract birds in late summer, for season interest, flowers, fruit, fall color. Excellent for riparian buffers and wildlife hedges, tolerates urban conditions and diverse soils. So those are there's no more. So the comparative overview here at a glance. Does anybody have any comments looking at those?
Yeah, I mean, I guess the comment I would have mostly is, do all of them drop their leaves in the winter? Or like how much cleanup is in that would be my first thought, right? Cool. So like how much cleanup is if they all lose their leaves because they look beautiful? I'm sure the maple does.
There's myrtle year round.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that one was I think the real downside on that one, I don't know enough about trees, but like we can't let it ever get to 80 feet. Because that's giant, right? Like, I mean, like, right? Like I don't know how we got, it's 45 now, right? Like,
Yeah. 100 years doesn't mean much, because we're planning to have them replaced before then.
Yeah,
Um,
I have a
I like
question with the native aspect of these trees too. Um,
You didn't give me notes on any of these, so
Okay.
let's look, nope, there's nothing more.
okay.
Well, I didn't find any of them adequate because one, to me, they're too wide at the top. Mostly even, even a canopy of 18 feet is wide to start off with. When it goes to 30 feet wide, it's going to be hanging out quite a bit. And the height, I have dwarfs in my yard, and my evergreen trees that I bought from Washington State that were only supposed to go to 30 feet, 28 to 30 feet, wound up at 48 feet, and I had to bring in an arborist to help me with the height. I can't say that he topped them because that's illegal. But he made some adjustments to the trees because they were getting way, way, way too tall, and they were expounding way too much into my neighbor's property. So you need a tree, for me, here in the sidewalk area of our central business district. You'll need a tree that's fairly skinny and not too tall. I'd say 30 feet would be the 35 feet would be the maximum of its age. If you look at Carlton has trees that do fit the situation that we're looking for, and I don't even know what kind of trees those are.
Cherry blossoms.
Is that what they are?
So
Yeah.
What do you think?
what's zones? Sorry, I saw that on the thing too, where it says zone 6 to 9, zone 7 to 10. Did anybody explain what the zones are?
Oh, I've looked into trees before, and I think the zones have to do with where in the United States you are.
Yes.
Oh,
and
okay.
Climate.
Got you. Okay,
So,
Yeah.
cool.
I don't know what zone we are. I can Google that really quick if I have my phone on me.
That's a wonderful question. Yeah, I just didn't know.
Yeah, if these are appropriate for our,
I'm assuming because we were given them, they are, but
yeah.
I
that's what
don't,
was,
yeah, sure. I don't know what a zone is.
Jason,
yes.
what do you think about the trees in Carlton and the
Um,
that type that?
I've always liked them.
Mhm.
I've always liked them. I mean, we tried gathering some, like we planted on City Hall here. And that's what those are. They weren't blooming to the
Okay.
degree that those are, but
Uh-huh.
they're manageable. You
Okay,
know, they have a little bit more of a root base that might affect your sidewalks, but I
Uh-huh.
mean, you've probably seen that there in town.
Uh-huh.
But overall, I think it gives off a light aesthetic view, and I think that's what you guys are going for, more
Mhm.
than foliage. I think you guys are just going for, I could be wrong.
Mhm.
I think you guys really want to keep your downtown corridor really light, but yet colorful.
Mhm.
So, and to Robert's point, I mean, it's maintenance is gonna be a key driver here.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering too, right? The leaves
Yeah.
fall, the things, all the stuff. Like, I really like the Chinese pastiche or whatever it is, and
Mhm.
obviously you'd have to figure out how to get some of that height down. I mean, but like, we probably need a tree that has lower water needs
Yeah.
in general, right? Like all the things.
Drought resistant.
Yeah,
And something that's not a tree like a maple
Yeah,
we know
maples are-
maples lose all their leaves.
everything.
Yeah, and they create this really massive amount of leaves.
Yeah, and I think you gotta look at seasons too, like, what are you guys trying to kind of address as far as decor? Is it the fall? Is it the spring? Is it the
I
summer?
think it's to add some shade, to just add
Mhm.
some interest. Angie, do you mind going back to the Chinese pistache?
That was my favorite one. 8B is the zone we're in,
Cool.
Okay.
so you know.
So it was in
That was really
yeah,
wide though. I
It
like the
was-
color of that one.
it was all in the thing.
Yeah, that is pretty.
Yeah,
So
that looks like a grafted tree.
just to back up a little bit for me and not to draw away from this, but
Mhm.
where are you guys at as far as permitting?
That's a great question.
Because I just spoke to them today and they said they haven't seen any permit requested for downtown plan, which I wasn't trying to
Yeah.
get overly
Oh,
excited or unexcited about it. I knew that you guys were just kind of working through the progress, but they are saying that from what they can see on their maps, we're not reaching the 30-foot right of way as far as planning. They're saying from the crown of the road to their sidewalk, we wouldn't be allowed to put in trees.
we have obviously not put in any permits. We're still waiting for I
But
think, the
they're
grant.
saying right now, currently, if we were to plant down there, they would
Okay,
tear them out.
They would what?
They would tear them out because they said they don't want to see trees in their sidewalks.
okay,
How Carlton got through with it was obviously was grant funded.
yes,
And through that grant, they were able to expand their sidewalk.
okay,
And with that expansion came the aesthetic as far as the trees,
okay,
the cast iron grates, things of that nature. So it was a huge overall.
So
aesthetic.
we'd have to expand our sidewalks is what they're basically saying.
Possibly, or just, like they said, hey, you guys can write this permit, give us a list of trees, placement, right of ways. There's some design work that would have to go into it, but you guys could write this permit, send it to them. And the people at Steve's level right now are saying no, but he said it could reach higher than them. And if it does, and those people agree to it, then
Yeah, and then it doesn't matter.
then it doesn't matter.
okay. Angie, do you know with the ODOT, the money, the grant, the information that's been
For the
discussed?
CSP?
Yeah, that was part of like the leftover funds that I thought this was.
I
aligned
don't,
with,
I mean, at
or-
this point, I don't know that's something that they were considering, like having a plan for if that's something that would be included in that. But
Mhm.
at this point, they're still working on that
Okay,
with the TF.
I do have the
That's not-
permit number or way to get the permit if you wanted, you know. So
sure.
it's D3 permits at odot.oregon.gov.
And Jason, you just talking to this one guy, would it matter if they physically bumped out as opposed to bumping out the entire sidewalk? Can they bump out positions on it?
I mean, you guys could suggest that.
Sure, yeah.
In
Hey,
our
we want to plant 4 trees. Can you make it where it's plantable and still have parking?
Right.
Right? Like, because then would just, I'm assuming.
No,
right,
it's a great idea.
Rounding out the.
It's a better idea than trying to expand. it.
Yeah, and you're just additioning, you're not redoing a sidewalk, you're half mooning a sidewalk to
Right.
get to that 30 thing.
Which in a sense helps us. I mean, if you can create those buffers, you know, as far as traffic, but,
You know, at the econ committee meeting, we're all here to help you.
yeah.
No? Okay, that was not it.
Oh,
I will say, I mean, there's other avenues, and I've talked to Shay about this. There is a company called Contact that will put trees in our current catch basins.
what does that mean?
And if we put trees in those, that'll reach our TMDL, which is our mercury report.
Could you translate?
So-
Yeah.
She's not familiar with-
There's a company called Contact,
Okay,
CONTECH, that will put trees in your catch basins.
She's not familiar with
Where are the
where the
catch
catch
basins?
basins are.
I mean, we could do kind of a,
should we walk out there?
Are they where the storm drains are? Okay,
that's where the storm drains are.
yeah.
Okay,
So I want to say you guys have possibly 3 on the west end and.
Are we looking at one right here by
2 on
Larson
the
House?
east end. Yeah,
By the sign?
yep.
So
If you want to step
I
out.
would
Okay.
say, I'm assuming, Jason, you're gonna say that this company is gonna charge us for them.
They're gonna charge you. for
Yeah.
it.
So that would be like us actually finding funding.
But the catcher of all this is because we have to do this mercury report with
Uh-huh.
DEQ, we'll have the funding in wastewater and storm.
Oh,
You're just a man of
And so where are
answers.
they installed above the catch basins? Or right at the edge of the
tree is
case?
Obviously exposed right where the catch basin is
Yes,
on the sidewalk.
on the sidewalk.
Yep, And you use that water, grit and everything to filter for water before it hits Yamhill Creek.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
Cool.
so it's kind of like a filtration system.
Okay.
So it's even better.
Help with-
And they maintain it for the first year, the trees,
And by maintaining it, meaning what?
meaning
Watering,
watering, pruning.
pruning, okay.
Wow.
They're probably not picking up leaves, which is fine.
No, that's-
Yeah,
replacement of, you know,
if it gets a disease,
soil,
something like that,
sand, yeah,
yeah.
disease,
Cool.
things like that nature. So it's kind of all encompassed, but I don't want to take us too far off the rail here. I just wanted you to know
Well,
that
that seems like it might be more realistic.
it's an option.
Yeah,
Because talking to ODOT this morning, they were pretty adamant about,
yeah,
no.
okay.
But like they said, feel free to let them write the permit so we can at least look at the scope of work. And
Yeah,
then we
yeah.
can kind of go from there.
Yeah,
But do not punch holes in our sidewalk.
yes. Yeah, so Shay has been like the.
No, it is, but people need to know, like,
Okay.
because I was under the impression that the permit was already submitted.
No.
So,
But-
This is for the, because the ODOT grant usually has some extra money to work with the TSP. So if it's ODOT that's saying no and they're the ones providing the grant, I don't know,
we'll see.
but if they're doing the sidewalk work and everything.
So would that company also provide the permitting? Jason,
What's that?
would that company also provide the permitting?
Yeah, it's an all-in-one exclusive package. They take care of everything.
I see.
Do you have a contact with that company or just you, okay?
Yeah, and I can share that with you. I didn't
Yeah.
work in today. I just wanted to share this information.
Yeah.
I don't know how much detail or fine prints in the TSP where we could use it for planting. That's typically when you get these grants, and I mean, I'm speaking to the grants I've seen, like it's really hyper focused on your project,
Mhm.
not, okay, we'll give you an extra 5% for this, or
Yeah.
3% for that, but I could be with this one. Cause are they writing the TSP or are we actually getting physical work? Like, are we just making a shovel ready
It's for the
project?
plan. For the plan.
Angie, with these trees, did they provide a list of how much they cost or no? I know that's on
I
our,
was provided with the PowerPoint
Cool.
this afternoon.
okay, sweet,
That's as far as I know.
okay.
And I would like to go out there because 30 feet from the crown of the road,
Yeah,
see where we land.
yeah, so maybe we could we, walk out there and discuss this? Angie, how can we do this with our video? Should we go
So I
to the rest of the
can-
meeting and then we can go look?
We can adjourn, go out, look and come back, right?
It wasn't scheduled to adjourn and go out and look and come back.
Okay.
So we were going to do a field trip. What we wanted to do is put on the agenda that we plan to recess at a certain time and then go and
Okay.
then return at a certain time, a specified. time.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, and we can just do
All
that either next month or whatever, because we're not
Okay.
doing anything
In
tomorrow.
Public Works, we can go out there tomorrow and measure, take pictures for you guys.
That'd be rad,
Okay.
yeah, the more information, the better.
Okay,
Send it to Angie, she can get it to you.
Okay.
See what at 30.
okay, thank you. Yeah, so it's fuzzy for me to understand with the ODOT, the grant, the money for the TSP, like that started this whole potential tree project notion that we potentially have this money. So there's that, and then there's also big picture with what we can do with our downtown main drag to make it more, safe for pedestrians and with the crosswalks and all of that. And so is that something that you have information on, Jason, or?
I mean, all I can really share is with the light conversations I've had with ODOT, one of the main concern is our 0 setbacks.
Mhm.
And once we plant trees and you have those 0 setbacks, then you're starting to get into the like pedestrian crossing subject issue.
Yeah,
Cars creeping past, crosswalks, things of that nature. That's always been part of the big picture of things of why we couldn't,
okay,
obviously the setbacks, but and the right of way permits. But the big part of it for ODOT is that 0 setbacks.
okay,
Because you can see our sidewalks, I don't know, someone mentioned they were 8 feet, but we've measured from building to the curb. I mean, you're 5.5.
Mhm.
Now all of a sudden you have a tree there and now you're dealing with ADA zero
Yes.
setbacks, traffic, pedestrians,
Yes.
crossing. So I mean, it's just this array of things, but
Okay.
there again, write the permit,
Yeah.
submit a design, submit how many trees you're gonna put in once you guys get to that point
Okay.
and see what happens. Cause
Yeah.
there could be somebody that says, let's let them do it.
Yeah, okay.
You know, I don't wanna be the naysayer here. I just.
Oh, this is very helpful.
Kind of just regurgitating.
Well,
what
and it seems like we have more than just ODOT options, which is
I like
nice
that.
too.
The contact one is really clear cut because you have DEQ backing you.
Yeah, I like
And
that.
I think they'll push a little bit harder than ODOT.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that, you said, how many spots would we have in town?
I would
if we
have,
did?
I mean, roughly, I think you're looking at like at least this corridor, this section here, you're probably like 4 to 6.
That's
which is
great.
almost the
I mean,
amount
that's
we
what
wanted
we
anyway, so yeah.
we want. Maybe that's just the better way to do it, and then it
I
keeps
would.
things open for when on the road, if we are ever able to.
Are
work with
they,
ODOT to have the, wider sidewalks and safer, crosswalk areas and just all of that.
which you might not know, Jason, yeah, like, are they picking trees? Are they doing, like, do you know
They
what?
do- they
They'll,
do
they'll
pick
do
the
the whole
trees.
thing,
Yeah,
okay.
they pick the tree.
Assuming they'll give you options, all that fun jazz, cool.
I propose, what do you guys think about maybe like at our next meeting, if you could get the information
Yeah.
from them?
Yep.
Yeah. That'd be right.
Okay,
And also I love this lamp post in the middle of the road. Can we try that?
oh. I
See if that
know.
slows people down.
I know.
What is it?
The
The
lamp post in the middle of the road. Well, for this picture.
Oh, yeah. See,
It's fine, it's fine.
That's allowed.
It's where we set it. All right, sweet.
We could put speed bumps in the middle of the road.
You'd make, my wife
I
happy.
would love some.
Yeah,
speed bumps.
especially right out where we live.
Mhm. Okay.
Sweet.
That was actually quite
Okay.
helpful.
So.
Thank you. Okay,
So this is kind of what we're talking about.
okay.
So this is contact, this is what they do.
Oh, and I like the grate around, I like that.
Sweet.
I mean, it's kind of a small grown tree, but they have options. Like they
Yeah.
do that. I know it's
Oh,
not trees.
that is great too, with like
That-
grasses and,
I mean, that's what I mean. There's a lot more
Oh.
options.
okay.
Fire retention style.
I'm gonna just contact CONTECES, CONTEC. Contact
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Tech.
Contact.
.com. Okay,
Cool.
yeah, to have even more planting, that could even be
Right.
better than the trees, like, just
Yeah.
to have some.
I thought so too, because if you guys have been to Seaside lately and you look at their downtown, like they
I
want
have
low
not.
shrubbery, but they
Okay.
filled in around all the areas.
Oh,
And it's just,
that's,
3 to 4 feet. I mean, it doesn't give you the shade, the
Yeah,
umbrella you guys are looking for, but it gives you color.
that is great.
That,
And
I think
grasses
that you guys got a bigger chance with, I think that's a slam
Okay.
dunk with ODOT, but that's between you guys, how you guys want to approach it.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I love that. Yeah, so maybe how about just you guys for the next meeting, let's just do some, like, I'll check out that website and
Yeah.
then just do some research on this type of planting.
Yeah.
Um,
if we share that in the agenda or whatever, I'll be happy to look at it too. Or however, whatever it is, yeah.
let's do it, yeah.
So I have, some notes from last month's meeting here. On the item that I wrote down is 1, we were supposed to have a meeting with Department of Forestry.
Yeah, I think they're the ones that sent whatever Angie, what we just kind of looked at, right?
Is that where those slides came from?
And those were the two people that.
Couldn't make it.
Yeah, so we just don't have that lined
Yeah.
up today.
Yeah. And then, number 2, obviously, is cost of trees, installed trees, water, electric. The mayor said he was going to supply the water. And number 3 was looking for sponsors for the install of the bricks, the trees, the electric.
We don't wanna do that until we are sure what we're
Right,
doing and the cost.
right.
Yeah,
And,
That's all on this agenda.
right,
Yeah,
and 1A is a public works meeting.
I will say too, I mean, if you look at it from the context standpoint, from that contractor contact, they're self-watering.
okay,
So that's also a nice.
okay,
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think
that's
that
what you
that's-
said. Yeah, I was impressed with that.
yeah. Yeah, well, I think that, our public works manager has now advised on items that we need to address or consider.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, the big thing
Okay.
here was getting you guys that permit number and just seeing what
Okay,
comes from.
yeah, so check that out.
yeah, we
I
can go
think,
both ways. We can try ODOT still, especially if
Yeah.
it's a ramp process or,
yeah, but then with the, the costs. So that would be, we'd pay for it this, your proposed method. Okay. And so then. And then are you able to look into how much that would cost?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Great. All righty. Well then. New business?
yeah, because we don't have, because we don't know the
Okay,
cost of trees or anything
Okay.
that, so.
I have an in for the baskets.
Is that all we need Jason for, you guys?
I think so.
I believe so,
Okay.
yes,
Run off to do his other.
yes. Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are welcome, and hopefully that wasn't like
Yeah,
discouraging, it was more or
No,
less.
you know,
Good seeing
I
you.
think it's a positive.
Okay, it's an avenue at least,
It-
right?
Yeah.
No, this is great.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, guys, it was
Seems
nice
more
meeting you.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you could just forward me the information, then
Do you
we'll
want
talk about it.
context
Yeah.
information? Okay,
Yeah.
will do.
Awesome.
Thank
All right, take care,
Thanks.
guys. Yeah.
Oh, the park, Jane Heinrich, it's so magical right
Yeah.
now. It looks so
You
great.
got it.
So thank you.
All right, guys, take
All
care.
right.
So with regard to number 5, I have a in from the Lions Club and my wife for flower baskets. If you guys are looking for discounted prices,
Cool.
so I
Okay.
can get those prices to
Yeah.
you if you're interested. They do all kinds of baskets from the small Mother's Day to the huge.
Hanging baskets,
Three
correct?
foot
Yeah.
hanging
Yeah, yeah,
baskets.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
The Lions Club, you said?
Yeah, well, the Lions Club is doing a Mother's Day a Mother's Day flower basket event this Saturday. I think it's the 9th. Is that this Saturday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so because of that, they've got wholesale prices on flower baskets. And then my wife has a vendor that she's been working with for about 10 years who does flower baskets too.
Mhm.
And she believes her price is even cheaper than what the Lions Club is getting. So,
Does she put together the baskets or is it the?
no, they're already assembled.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, assembled, ready to go. All you gotta do is hang them.
Mhm.
So I can get you those prices.
Yeah, I guess it depends on where we're thinking about putting those baskets, because we do have, how many do we have in town already? Is it the barrels,
Yeah.
Oh, the barrel things?
yeah, we've got some, I know the YDA does some
Yeah,
of the barrels, and
Yeah.
then do we have any hanging baskets? Is this what you're talking about?
yeah, there's the hangers that are actually on the telephone poles.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought I.
It's
had
actually
seen that
Public
before.
Works purchases though, so you actually brought it up just too late for,
Ah,
that is in
okay.
the Economic Development Committee that does that. It's Public
Public
Works
Works.
purchases them in
Oh, that's-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
the
Okay,
city.
well,
okay.
we just have that on the list, so I just,
Hanging
No.
baskets?
No, I think it's the baskets.
baskets.
Yeah, it's baskets,
was
bricks and
for-
surroundings. It's for the
The
tree.
trees, like goes into the
They go-
ground.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was a little
I
confused.
just, okay.
Yes.
But
I-
for the info to Jason, I
Yes.
mean, for
Ideas.
Yeah.
baskets.
No,
Okay.
no, I thought it was, yes, yeah, so
Well, I
that's.
thought it was flower baskets. so
No.
No,
that's
it's the
what-
baskets
yeah, it's the
inside, yeah.
Baskets, yeah, in the,
I got you.
yeah,
Okay.
okay, okay. All right, so, real quick, so recap, so with the city council presentation, for the historic district, did any of you guys listen in on that? I Came
did
to city
not.
council.
I didn't even know it existed.
Okay, okay, so
How was it?
What? Did you just say you didn't know the city council existed?
Oh, no, I didn't.
oh my gosh,
No, I didn't know that
weren't you at that meeting?
He didn't make it to that one.
that's the one I had to miss because I was picking my friend up from a 3-week trip in overseas
Okay,
at the
so,
airport.
okay, so at that meeting, so Curry Gill, who's with the state of Oregon, with the State Historic Preservation Office, she spoke about, so the options that we've talked about for historic designation and that certified local government
Yeah.
possibilities. So
Yeah.
she talked about that. Walt was on, he kind of gave his perspective as well, but how that can really be helpful for getting things going with this historic district designation. So the city council appeared to be positive, don't you think, Angie? I mean, based on the discussion, it was not shot down. And so I know that there was some questions about like, okay, the commissioners and the requirements of the committee. And I know, Robert, you had looked up that, but that is really actually not 100% necessary. That's just kind of like a
Guideline.
example, yes, of
Yeah.
like you can do.
Yeah, guideline.
So, she said that there are 54 CLGs in the state, and if we, Curry's team can help train the people who would be on this, committee. And then what we discussed is that this really does tie in with our work here in the Economic Development Committee, and so that we would be the perfect committee for this.
Oh, okay.
So instead of and then we could, and I gave kind of an update on how we've been working kind of adjacent to this.
Yeah.
And working on it as well, and like lo and behold, Walt was working on it, and the motivation that we have really, it seems to make good sense for moving forward, and so to me, it seemed to make great sense for us to be that committee, since it's what we're already doing on official capacity anyway, and then we could get committee, community volunteers as well, or try to recruit some additional folks. But that's kind of where we left it, and I believe like the next steps was to, like, since everybody was positive, it was like, okay, we can at least proceed with investigating this and
Oh,
learning
okay.
more about it. Right, Angie, am I missing anything there?
Yeah, so then I believe we had to have somebody come out and kind of look at what we have as far as historic, correct? Like somebody.
Yeah, so then there's,
To review what we have as far as historic and then begin with an ordinance.
yes. Yes, and so we can look up on the list, so talk to Curry again, like if we want to proceed with this, then we can say, hey.
So yeah,
we're
what
interested.
what would our committee, would we become the CLG committee? Is that what you're saying?
We
Sorry.
would be the commission for, let me see if I can get the right title, I don't want to speak.
That's okay.
Off.
And I'm assuming this
Like
is
a land-
separate than the Economic Development Committee.
It would be economic development and historic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it would be
Okay.
under the same,
Yeah, we just adjust our
You
name.
take on another,
Yeah,
just be a project.
cool.
Take on another title.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
and
change
then,
change our.
and then we,
Resolution.
National Registry. So yeah, so apply for the district designation, do the outreach. And then with that, review, then it's like the properties that are either contributing or non-contributing, but you kind of get an assessment. And I think that had already been done a few years ago, kind of that first level set, but we'd have to do kind of fresh. So if we wanted to learn more about it, also, we could talk to some of the other towns that have participated in this.
54 that have done
Yes.
it,
For
right?
example, and I think I had talked about this at one of our previous EDC meetings, but like, Dallas has a historic designation. They use one grant cycle to do the survey, then one grant cycle to do engagement. And
How long is a grant cycle? A year?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, yeah, Angie, do you know?
Hmm.
All right,
I'm sure it would vary
yeah,
based on the
okay,
grant.
okay,
Anyway,
cool.
so if we agree that we want to pursue this, you know, like us participate, if we're
Yeah.
cool with that,
Yeah.
then I guess.
I mean, we've done
With the,
a bunch of the work already,
yeah,
right? So
yeah,
I don't see why not. I mean, I'm good with it, yeah.
yeah. So I guess, does that mean then I contact Curry and say we want to, or maybe since Walt was so involved in this, this is where it gets a little fuzzy without having Walt participate, because this was also his.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the
Project.
next step. I know that. Yeah, I'm not
Am
sure.
I allowed to email Walt about this, or is that something you can do, Angie,
Mhm.
to follow up with him?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay,
Cool.
say like, the EDC is game for getting involved, and then what's the next step?
Okay.
So
Okay.
who's gonna reach out to one of the towns or a couple of the towns about the COG then?
Let's wait for, you know what, actually, I can do that because of my Oregon Main Street stuff, because I've been
Sweet.
working with some of the towns, and in fact, I have an update from the Oregon Main Street, so I'll do that. I'll do that.
Yeah, the smaller the town, the better, you know, so
Mhm.
basically, fits our,
Yeah. Well, for example,
Situation.
I had talked to a
Like
woman
for
from
like.
Amity who had the information about that I reported out on at our meetings a couple months ago. And yeah, I think, Dallas and, Independence would be another one, but anyway. I can start with Dallas. Okay,
Perfect.
okay. YDA updates. I was gonna mention to you guys, to everybody, that the Yamhill Downtown Association, two of the board members, me and President Kara Weber, attended the Oregon Heritage Conference. Part of it last week, that was an annual deal put on by the same historic, you know, the Oregon State Parks. It's part of the same umbrella that Curry Gill's part of, and
Oh, cool.
so on. Anyway, so as a requirement for our Oregon Main Street participation, we attend the different meetings throughout the year. And so this was a really cool kind of a roundtable discussion of all of the towns that are Oregon Main Street members. And so everybody reported out on what they're up to, like things they're most proud of, biggest challenges, and kind of updates like that. And so it was great to hear what people were doing, and some highlights, on the small town activities. And it's nice to hear too, that there's so many people have similar challenges as we have, and then other towns have been able to overcome those. So it was cool.
did you glean anything that we could use?
I gleaned that some of the, one town, so, well, Medford is large, but they do have a historic district. They have an economic improvement district that just got, passed. And so that is something that a community member has mentioned to me. In fact, are you familiar with that, Angie? The improvement district? That's kind of a major, a major undertaking, but that's where you get, you get it voted in and approved, and then for like a 3-year term, any new, monies coming in, taxes coming in from like new construction gets, designated for specific economic development, projects.
Hmm.
And so So it's kind of a tough thing to have to get passed, but once you do, it's a way to get money. I know like Old Historic Salem
Right,
did that
right.
and lots of other places. But there was one thing that the city of Dallas talked about is getting, they had some similar challenges like getting local people, appealing to your local folks versus just the tourists, you know, because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
also adjacent to wine country. And so how to kind of combine those two goals, the two focus, you know, focus on both of those, and it really does seem to fit with what we're trying to do. They also mentioned, this would be for the YDA board, but I think it's the same for our group here, but trying to get a younger person involved in this
Yeah.
committee, you know, it would be great if we could just get a different representative for our group
Mhm.
here.
Yeah, we're still shy of members, aren't we?
I
In our,
think now with, I think we know we're fine, we're good now. We talked about that before. I think we're where we need to be. Anyway, and then we reported out from the YDA on the new signs that we're working on for the walking tour signs.
Cool.
So with all of those, the barrels that are around and the artwork, Amy Brewer is kind of updating the content. Kara Weber is updating the artwork. I'm kind of as an advisor. And so we have funds for that the Shrapels have donated. They do every year. So trying to add to that, and that should be, we'll add flowers to those as well. So maybe your sweet hookup, Robert, for the flowers could be good there. Let's see here. So yeah, so we represented that, and then gave in that I included our update from what the Economic Development Committee was doing. So I shared that out with all of the communities as well. So then the other thing that the YDA, I just want to report, is working on. We have talked about micro projects, and I think we've talked about that amongst ourselves here as well, like small spots that you could fix up just with a little bit of, you know, elbow grease and community involvement. And so we've identified the space between the Sapphire Building and the Larson House. So Kobe and Sarah, who own the Sapphire Building now, they have worked up a plan. They're talking to the building owner of the Larson House building about, because that is his property technically between the two. But it sounds like he's down with them getting behind fixing that up and adding seating. And so the Downtown Association is going to also help participate with that. And so I'm going to work on some funding for that, but that will be a really great spot to just make, you know, have it look nice. The reader board that's there could probably be updated a bit too and fixed, but for their little business, it could be great to have and for the Larson House to use it as well, to have seats and picnic tables there, and
Anything
flowers
outside,
and
yeah.
planters and stuff. So that's kind of the first spot there. So those are my main updates for the YDA. Oh, I know, one other thing, we are doing a music in August called Jam Hill. And that's gonna be,
This is great.
yeah, that's
There we
gonna be behind the Larson House, but that was also part of the impetus to discuss the micro project, clean up that spot, so.
Cool.
That's
and what month or,
It's August 20. Stay tuned, 20th. Let me tell you,
or thereabout?
Man,
yeah, Jam Hill. So we have had, my husband and I and other musically minded folks, the 22nd, August 22nd.
Yeah, okay.
Saturday, August 22nd. So we didn't do it last year, but 2 years in a row, party out on our property where we play music and then there's like a jam session. So anyway, so we've decided for the YDA, that's gonna be an annual summer event. And the idea is then people will use buy from the Larson House, help their business, help here in Co's wine and cheese spot and then just kind of help get more people down here, downtown and support the businesses.
Yeah,
Cool.
Jay, read the noise ordinance
What?
about the loud music, as long as the hours and everything, the noise ordinance.
Oh,
Just
yes.
make sure you're checking that.
Yes, that's a good one.
yeah.
And then
10 o'clock is the cutoff.
Oh, yeah, it would be like afternoon.
Oh, it would be an afternoon.
Late afternoon.
Well, I don't know it off the top of my head, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one who always gets those.
That's good. Yes, noise. Okay.
So before we close, I have an interesting story I'd like to share.
To economic development?
It is.
Okay.
So I was downtown and I had just come back from the post office and I ran into a young man who was from Portland, a professional photographer shooting black and white. And he was walking around kind of lost and I approached him and I said, I noticed you're carrying some really expensive equipment. He goes, yeah. He says, I came here to Yamhill to shoot some really fabulous pictures of your historic district. And I thought, well, that's cool.
Hmm.
He says, I couldn't find any other town that was as presentable as Yamhill. And I thought, well, that's interesting, especially given the fact that he came from Portland to do this. He's been here, he was there, at that time, he was there 3 or 4 hours. But I told him about a couple of the other areas about the historic buildings here in our town and what they were and whatever, and he was like, oh, yeah. So I was thinking that we could improve on that by sort of advertising or promoting our town during whenever we get our historic feet on the ground here as a place that people can take professional pictures and maybe get some more people coming to our town.
What was he doing with the pictures?
He didn't, I didn't ask him, he didn't say,
Oh,
but he was a longtime professional photographer because the gear he was carrying was substantial. I'd never seen cameras like what he was carrying, a lot of German cameras that did all kinds of things. And so one of the things I mentioned to him was I said, in order to shoot that, you got to have a light meter. He goes, I got one.
of course he did.
Yeah.
All right.
So I just thought that would just be another way for us to promote our town.
Yeah.
You know, even if it's only on social media or something, that, hey, if you want to take some pictures in black and white or whatever of a historic area, come to Yamhill.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing that story. I want to see his pictures. Okay. I think that is all. I have something else I just had a comment about, but I'll hold off. So,
sweet.
all right, we have a motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn.
I second.
Our meeting is adjourned.